the man.
People hated the idea of Trump.
Yeah, because
Trump was demonized as the worst thing to ever happen to politics.
Yeah, because these are leftist. These are little leftist, easily offended hippies. They don't have any concept of the real world. What people don't understand is, people say to me, "Oh, Andrew's violent. Andrew's this. Andrew's that." What I understand about the world that most people don't is that the world requires balance. It's the oldest thing in the world. It's like the Chinese philosophy of yin and yang. You got the black and the white. You need to have someone who's smart. But you also need to have someone who understands violence and understands that violence has an applicable role. Nowadays, leftists want to go through the world and they think violence is wrong. This is wrong, that's wrong. Violence isn't wrong. Violence is subjective. If someone breaks into your house and wants to hurt your family, you're going to get violent. So it depends. Everything has a place on this planet. Leftists don't understand this. So they get so easily offended by someone or by something and they think it's 100% bad. Trump's not 100% bad. Trump has a place. There's place for people like Trump, and I currently genuinely believe his place is at the head of the United States of America. Who was the alternative? Hillary. A career politician. Literally, what amazes me most is all these lefts who complain about Trump, they complain about the establishment and they complain about the corporations, and then they want to get Hillary in power. Hillary is completely what you dislike. She has pretty much no career her whole life besides being in politics. That's all she's ever done. And she sucked the right dick of bills, so now she gets a chance to be president. How does that work?
You learn that what I've deduced, and I'm always fucking right, so it's true, is that the people who hate him, they don't hate him for any kind of logical reason. It's kind of like the same reason a rabbit will instinctively hate a fox. It's because the fox is a predator and they're prey. So when betas, although they live in a society where they're now safe, betas for a long time evolutionarily have been historically prey to an alpha. That's what a beta was. If an alpha turns up and you're a little loser in caveman days, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So they look at him like a predator because they're prey, and although he's not going to do anything to them, there's something instinctual inside of them that's just telling them he's evil, run, run. And the same reason a rabbit hates a fox.
Well, he's stopping their free shit.
They don't know why. They don't know why they hate him, but they just know he's better.
Are you familiar with RK selection theory?
No.
There's actually a gene theory with like literally rabbits they talk about, and then like predators like foxes and wolves. And they say that rabbits, for example, are a good example of, I think it's R selection.
But the entire Western world they're on a path to just cuck everyone and divide everyone.
Suicidal.
Yeah, absolutely, because all they try and do is they just divide and conquer. They just get everyone confused and upset with their own little tiny issue, their own imaginary racism, their own whatever.
Yeah.
So they can just control us all and keep us buying shit from Amazon.com.
Yeah.
It's just consumerism, it's
Amazon
globalism.
Prime.
That's all it is.
Let's talk about Donald Trump. What's your opinion on him?
I love Trump, man. He's the best we could have ever hoped for.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But what kind of worries me is, considering he's the best we could ever hope for, and there's still a whole bunch of stuff that hasn't got done, doesn't that show how powerful the people behind all this shit are?
Yeah.
Do you know? Like, you got Trump, who doesn't give a shit.
It's a big fight we have ahead of us.
You know? And you've got the best soldier you could have as a president, and he's still struggling to get the wall built. He's still struggling. Still people, conservatives are being censored on social media.
We picked our top alpha.
We picked our top guy, and we're still losing some, not losing, but we're still fighting hard on some of the important battles.
Yeah.
So if the next guy isn't Trump level or better, and I can't even think of anyone yet.
Fuck like crazy. And there's no thought into like, well, rabbits don't take care of each other. There's no like,
they don't care if it's good.
They just want all the free shit, all the free grass and shit. But then they hate the predator who wants to stop that shit or at least manage it better. No more free shit, and the immigration and all that crap. Jay, you check it out sometime. You like it a lot.
I look at it.
RK selection.
Sounds exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But basically, they look at him and they know he's superior to them, and that makes them instinctually dislike him because they're threatened by him.
Yeah.
They know that he's an alpha male and they're not, and that makes them instinctually threatened because historically he would have been the guy to whoop their ass.
Yeah.
And now they're sitting there and they hate him without logic or reason, even though he's improving their life.
Yeah, and that's why it's endless why they hate him. No matter what he does, they're always going to hate him.
Yeah, it's instinctual.
Yeah.
And that's why they sit there literally in tears, genuine fear.
I mean, the Mueller stuff, we're in Poland here. The Mueller stuff just came out a couple days ago. That's all done.
Yep.
And even now, they still fucking hate him. Like they can't give it up, even with like clear, evidence and all this shit, or total lack of evidence.
It's illogical.
Yeah.
It's illogical, and they don't want to make sense. They don't care because they're emotionally driven people. It doesn't matter how much you tell them the truth. They're emotionally driven, and that's why arguing with them is always a waste of time.
Yeah, because it's becoming like women. It's all emotions, emotions. Yeah.
Sorry, it's crazy.
You can make your own money, you can get rich, you can be president. That's what he's done. He started with $1 million, fair enough, but he's become a billionaire. So he ain't stupid. He knows what he's doing. He's become the president of the United States. What's wrong with that? But leftists won't accept it. No, he's wrong. He once said one bad thing about someone once. People say bad things about people. Welcome to the real world. If we just drop the bullshit and all stop getting so easily offended by stupid little things and drop the dumb shit and look at the actual reality of the earth, there's not a single person on this planet, including the leftist hippies who hate Trump, who haven't said a bad thing about someone at some point. That's how the world fucking functions. He said some bad